Emu has just sent 2 more God's Knights that are strong enough to destroy all of Elbaf on their own. One of them even showed up with his mythical demon god fruit on.
It's about to go down.
As the giant kids are glaring at a weird bird in the sky, Gunko and Shamrock make their way to the realm of the sun, the middle section of Elbaf. Gunko is shocked that there is a school, as they likely had been taught of how Elbaf is just filled with barbarians, right? But landing near a school is also perfect for some reason. She wastes no time and starts to initiate a weird ability to summon more God's Knights. She creates a pentagram just like the ones we saw used in Egghead to summon the Gorosei, and the one that brought Gunko and Shamrock to Elbaf. Through the smoke, we witness 2 more God's Knights appear, and these guys are goofy as heck. They weren't even ready to depart as the order calling them to Elbaf came in haste. The first one is called Saint Summers, who is from House Shepherd. Bruz was literally chilling on his sofa with barely any clothes on when Gunko zapped him here. Summers is likely the son or relative of Saint Jupiter of the Gorosei, as his long ass face and hair matches him. Also, he seems more worried about there being no food in Marishwa because bro is starving. He's chilling in his sofa. He doesn't even have a bag of chips, bro. Who took the bag of chips? Oh yeah, Dragon sitting on his desk. He took all the chips.
That don't make no sense.
But this confirms that the revolutionaries' plan to create unrest in the Holy Land is a success so far. So W Dragon. On the other hand, we have Saint Killingam from family Limosiv, which is a brand new celestial name for us. Meaning, we know the names of 11 out of the 20 allied kingdom families from 800 years ago. Killingam is actually in his mythical zone form, which looks to be like that of the legendary Kirin. This deer from Japanese or Chinese folklore is a holy beast that has the ability to conjure lightning storms, but it is also depicted as having fire attribute powers and even the power to fly. However, Gunko and Shamrock are shocked that 2 God's Knights appeared when they only summoned 1. This confirms that whichever power Gunko used to create the pentagram isn't a piece of tech the upper celestials can readily use. She can activate it, but it's not up to her to control what happens after, which further suggests that this is a borrowed power of emus, where the ones who have the mark or the tattoo of the abyss can fast travel. The word abyss is also interesting as it could be the devil fruit of emu, but in Japanese this word for abyss can also suggest a link to hell for emu. Perhaps he wields the mythical devil's devil fruit, giving him dominion over hell and the abyss. Turns out that emu has summoned Shamrock back to the Holy Land, and that's why he sent out an extra knight for the mission in Elbaf. We know from Shamrock in chapter 1138 that they want to subjugate Elbaf, but before Shamrock can even explain the mission, Summers and Kill start interpreting it as just another one of their usual excursions where they kidnap children for the Diddy party in Marishwa.
Oh no!
As they keep blabbing on about how it's going to be a drag because the abyss teleportation can only take those who have Emu's mark or blessing on them, a bit of space around them is also transported, like their clothes or Summer's whole ass sofa, but giant children would be too big for that, so they would need ships. However, Gunko interrupts by calling them ingrates as Shamrock tells them to make this mission a game, considering how strong all of them are, which can only mean one thing: the celestial killing games we saw during God Valley. This game occurs every 3 years, where a host island is chosen, which the celestial dragons deem to be blasphemous. 38 years ago, Garling Figarland became the champion of one of these tournaments where gods, knights, and high-ranking celestial. 38 years ago, Garling Figarland became the champion of one of these tournaments where gods, knights, and high-ranking celestials took part in. The native population is rounded up and hunted for sport in a 3-week period. Criminals and dissidents give you extra points for their death. If the civilians manage to survive for 3 weeks, they can live. But this is just kind of like a false hope thing, as with that much time, the monsters and the God's Knights would have a field day with them. It seems after Dory and Brogy helped the Straw Hats and Egghead, Emu has decided it is time to call Elbaf, where the God's Knights have chosen a perfect time to execute such a plan, as the chief of the island, Figarland Shanks, and his whole ass crew, who are supposed to be the protectors of Elbaf, are nowhere to be found, which makes me wonder if there is a rat in Elbaf.